What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about platinum coin sovereign mints and whether or not it matters which mint you purchase your coins from. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Okay guys, so super interesting topic today, sovereign minted platinum coins. Now if you've been stacking platinum, you know there's sovereign minted coins and there's generic bars. Now, and there's a few generic rounds, but we're not really going to talk too much about that because those are super sparse and few and far between. But today we're talking about the sovereign mint of platinum coins. Now, over the years, especially in recent times, more and more mints have been starting to mint platinum coins and add platinum to the option of many of their popular series, such as the Lunar series from the Perth Mint, the Queen's Beast series from the British Mint, and things of that nature. But I want to talk about whether or not it's important to note which of these sovereign mints you purchase your coins from. So first and foremost, this video is going to kind of be different depending on where you're from, right? I am from the United States of America, so obviously I will have one opinion for me and one thing that will be the best for me to stack. If you are a different country, it might be a little bit different, but the video still can pertain to you because I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons to different mints and things of that nature. Now, first and foremost, what I want to say is you really can't go wrong with stacking any platinum from any mint, right? Because platinum is platinum at the end of the day. And no matter what form it's in, it is still the metal that you are stacking, chasing, you are after, right? So this platinum maple leaf, even though I'm not from Canada and I've only ever been to Canada one time in my whole life, this is still an ounce of platinum and it still has value regardless of where it came from, what the design is, and things of that nature. So for stacking purposes and adding weight purposes, it doesn't really matter so much. However, the sovereign mint of the coin that you purchase can dictate your overall resale value depending on where you are at, right? In the United States of America, Platinum Eagles have the highest premium of all the coins, and they typically go for the highest resale value. And I'm talking generic bullion or the average bullion coin put out by a mint, right? Of course, the platinum proof Eagles are going to hold a much higher premium. And so that is in a whole nother realm of itself. But I am talking specifically about BU coins that are released and mass produced on a wide scale from each mint. Now you can see here I've got my Lunar and my Queen's Beast coin. Obviously those are not the typical coins that are released by those mints. Typically from the Lunar mint, you will see the Kangaroo, or the Perth Mint, you will see the Kangaroo, and the British Mint, you will see the Britannia. Neither of which I have. I do have some fractional Britannias, but I have no Kangaroos. So I brought out those two coins just to kind of show you and talk to you about it. But the Platinum Eagle is going to be the most popular coin in the United States. Now, if you are from a foreign country, such as Great Britain, the Queen's Beast and the Britannia may be a lot easier to move for you. Now, I realize that taxes are different, especially in Europe. From what I've heard, platinum is taxed in a whole nother category than, say, gold. And so that can kind of affect you in a certain way. But overall, chances are you'll be a lot more easier to flip a platinum Queen's Beast or a platinum Britannia if you are in Great Britain. The same thing goes for the Perth Mint and their Lunar series and their Kangaroos and all their other different series. Is if you are in Australia, chances are this coin will be a lot easier to flip than in America. In America, I would have to find someone who is collecting Perth Mint stuff, which probably wouldn't be that hard to find, but at the end of the day, I will have to find someone. However, if I was in Australia, anybody and everyone would probably recognize what this coin is and pick it up because it's an Australian minted coin. So, at the end of the day, the sovereign mint of the coin that you purchase doesn't matter so much as far as stacking platinum. However, it can matter depending on where you are in the world and your overall resale value. So it's definitely something you want to keep in mind when deciding on stacking platinum in your portfolio. You want to keep in mind, what's going to be the easiest to sell, what's going to be the most desirable for the place that you are at, right? With the implementation of the World Wide Web, obviously it is very easy to sell things to people all over the world. It doesn't take much effort and it's not very hard to do. But with importations and customs and all those different kind of things, it can become somewhat of a headache to sell precious metals to international nations. So most people are most likely going to just stick to the nations in which they reside, or at the very least stick to nations that are closely related / have physical borders with the nation that you are in. For instance, I assume it would be much easier to sell precious metals for where I'm at in the United States to someone in Mexico or Canada, because chances are it's just going to be a lot easier because of the relationship those bordering nations have. However, if I were to sell something to someone in Australia or Europe or even one of the Asian countries perhaps, it would probably prove to be a little bit more difficult because there's just a lot of different things that can go on, right? But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, stacking platinum is stacking platinum. And if you're adding weight to your stack, you are stacking efficiently, in my opinion. No matter where the coin comes from, platinum is platinum. And at the end of the day, that's what you should be focusing mainly on stacking. It's okay to stack collectible coins and coins that have somewhat of a numismatic value and more value added attached to them than just their inherent bullion value. But at the end of the day, stack what you like and just do what's best for you, right? I'm just a guy sharing my opinions. And as you can see, I stack coins from all the different mints of the world, so to speak. I don't have one from every single mint that's ever minted platinum, but I have a variety of coins from a variety of different mints. And so this is what I feel is best for me, right? If I were in dire need of getting money back out of my platinum, I could sell this eagle pretty quickly. I could probably sell the maple for close to spot and it wouldn't be hard to sell. These two I would have a little bit harder time selling because I would want to get the collectible value back out of them. So that's another thing to consider when deciding on which sovereign mint to purchase from. Another thing to mention is, as you all know, I recently picked up the Platinum Lunar Mouse and I love this coin. And one thing about the Perth Mint is it is known for its collectible pieces and its collectible series that it likes to release so often. And it's pretty much the most collectible of all the sovereign mints, right? The US Mint has some collectability to it. Canadian Mint, not as much. The Royal Mint is starting to get there, but the Perth Mint is tried and true the collectible mint. They put out so many different pieces and so many different people collect Perth Mint stuff, and most of them, I would assume, have never even been to Australia unless they are living in Australia right now. Chances are most people haven't been there, right? A lot of people have, don't get me wrong, but most people have never been to the Perth Mint, and yet so many people collect Perth Mint items. Again, it's very easy with the World Wide Web to find coins from all different nations. You no longer have to visit that nation to pick it up. It is very easy to go on any dealer's website and find coins that were minted from all different sovereign mints all over the world. So buying is very easy. Selling is the only time you really have to think about what your goals are, right? And that's another thing, goals, right? If your goal is to buy platinum and then flip it into gold or some other investment form, perhaps just buy a tube of Eagles and call it a day. However, if your goal is to just stack for the long haul and collect what you like and, wealth preservation, make this somewhat of a savings account and things like that, you might tend to pick up more random pieces like me, right? I don't just stick to Platinum Eagles. I stick to all different kinds of things. So it's another thing to think about when deciding on what sovereign mint you want your coins to be coming from. Now, one last thing I want to talk about sovereign mints, right? You all see here, I've got my Queen's Beast and my Perth Lunar Mouse. These are limited mintage, collectible, limited release, limited run, whatever you want to call it, series that will not be minted forever. In fact, the dragon's no longer minted and neither is the mouse, right? That's a 2020 coin. It's now 2021 and they will no longer be releasing any mouse from the Lunar Series. This coin has a mintage limit of 5,000. This coin has an unlimited mintage limit, but I don't really see the British Mint releasing their numbers. They never like to release their numbers, and yet so many of their coin series are hard to get, right? If you take a look at the Britannia silver bars, they're really hard to find because they're not really, it's seemingly like they're not really minting them any longer. So although the Queen's Beast has a unlimited mintage, the mintage is limited because A, it has a date attached to it, and B, it is very hard to find right now, and none of the dealers get any more in stock. So if you're going to go international, I would suggest highly to stick to the more collectible limited run series, right? I hope to one day have a Platinum Kangaroo. I hope to one day have a Platinum Britannia, but at the time, I just don't see any benefit to those versus these more collectible series. So typically when I go with the international coins, I try to get collectible series coins, generally speaking, when they first come out or when I find a deal on a low mintage and low premium, I'll usually pick that up and spend a few extra dollars over a Kangaroo or Britannia just because I see future potential value in those coins. Whereas the Britannia and the Kangaroo, they're very, very low, pretty much last on my list of getting. I hope to get one day, but as you all know, platinum is not a very cheap commodity. It is rather expensive, and so if I'm going to spend that much money on a coin, I'm going to spend it on something and have more than just the base value of platinum covered as far as my overall investment of my funds into these metals. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you stick to just your own nation's sovereign mint, like the Eagles or the Maple if you're in Canada or what have you? Or do you like collecting all different kind of pieces like me? Are you a stacker like me, or are you more just, I'm going to pick up what I think is going to be easy to sell in the future because my whole goal is to make some money? Or maybe that's not your whole goal, but that's a big piece of your goal, and so you stick to just one coin or one mint or what have you. So let me know what your comments and thoughts are in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out. I really appreciate that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified of any future videos I make. Thank you to all my loyal followers for stopping by. Thank you to any new people to the channel. Welcome. We talk a lot about platinum as well as other precious metals on this channel. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see you.